Coming up on The Shield, Valpo celebrated their homecoming this past week.
And the Crusader Pep Band has undergone a few changes.
We've got a cold front situated just off to our west right now. Stay tuned to my full forecast and I'll let you know how that's going to affect your plans for the rest of the week.
Homecoming activities consumed the campus this week. I'm Justin Thompson-Gee.
And I'm Lauren Whitney Gottbreath. That story is first here on The Shield. Alumni reunited on campus this weekend for homecoming. Many alumni thoroughly enjoyed all that the university had to offer. Upon arriving at their alma mater, the alumni of Valparaiso University participated in a discussion detailing the plans put forth by the university this year, including the new brand image. Concluding the day on Friday before the traditional sports began on Saturday, there was also a fireworks show.
Fireworks and athletic contests were not the only things students and alumni were excited about. For the second year in a row, an Oktoberfest tent was up on campus. The tent provided traditional German music entertainment for their guests, as well as the usual German food found at any Oktoberfest in Germany. However, this year there was one large change: alcohol. Under the direction of President Heckler, alcohol was served under the tent to those alumni and students above the age of 21. Jokingly referred to as the booze tent, students were excited to see a relaxed interpretation of the university's dry campus policy.
During the day on Saturday, not only were the volleyball and football teams able to show alumni that athletics are still great here at Valpo, but the university's various musical groups were also able to prove themselves during the afternoon. The University Chorale gave their annual homecoming concert, followed by a concert performed by the Symphony Orchestra. In the evening, both concerts were enjoyed by numerous alumni.
Not only was homecoming an opportunity for old classmates to be reunited once more, but it was also an opportunity for certain individuals to be recognized. During the chapel service on Sunday morning, 16 alumni were recognized for their accomplishments and dedication by the Valparaiso University Alumni Association. One individual received the Distinguished Alumnus Award, the highest award given to alumni in recognition of their efforts to enhance the prestige of Valpo. Numerous other awards were given to the others.
The theme of this year's homecoming event was Be a Kid Again. The Shield's Mandy Rothgen has more.
Last week, Valparaiso University played host to one of the campus's favorite and oldest traditions, homecoming. This year's theme for homecoming was Be a Kid Again, and starting on Sunday with games such as three-legged races and jump rope contests, UPC held events that brought out the kid in all participants. Throughout the week, homecoming groups competed in cook-offs, larger-than-life board games, picked ducks for iPads, and enjoyed a night of Toy Story 3 in the Union's ballrooms.
Initially, I worked with my exec board on the University Programming Council, and we just worked together, picked a theme. I asked some people what they thought. Everybody likes to be a kid again, so that's just what we went with.
On Friday night, the Coronation Barbecue was held outside of Hughley on the Hughley lawn, and fireworks followed on outside of the Resurrection Chapel. 4 guys ran for Homecoming King, including 3 seniors and 1 junior, and 8 girls ran for Homecoming Queen, including 7 seniors and 1 freshman.
Saturday night rounded out homecoming, starting with the football game against Drake University, where the homecoming court appeared at halftime, and continued with musical concerts and theatrical recitals around campus. For The Shield, I'm Mandy Rothgen.
Thanks, Mandy. One of the biggest events of homecoming was the announcement of the King and Queen.
Austin Hook took home the crown for the men, and Claire Flesch was awarded Homecoming Queen for the women.
We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more local news, plus what's going on in Crusader sports, and a look at this week's weather.
We're Facilities Management. We're on VUTV.
Hi, I'm Katie, and I'm on VUTV.
I'm Chris Klein on Schultz, and I'm on VUTV.
I'm Albert Hurd, and I'm on VUTV.
We're PRSSA, and we're on VUTV.
I'm Rachel Bacher, and I'm on VUTV.
I'm Mike Targonski, and I'm on VUTV.
We're Valpo Greek Life, and we're on VUTV.
We're Bacchus Gamma, and we're on VUTV.
We're the Health Center, and we're on VUTV.
Hi, I'm Pastor Jim, and I'm on VUTV.
We're Hooked on Tonics, and we're on VUTV.
Welcome back. From the Shield Sports Desk, I'm Keaton Glogly. The Crusader men's soccer team was chomping at the bit to get into league play after starting their season undefeated in their 6 pre-league matches. VUTV Sports Director Ben Hecky had a chance to stop by practice before the weekend.
The Valpo men's soccer team is off to the best start in program history. I got a chance to talk with head coach Mike Avery and the team to see what the difference in a year makes for a program.
If you look over the last 3 or 4 years, we've played in a lot of close games, and some of those didn't go our way, and this year they all seem to be going our way. Our consistency, our maturity, we have 8 seniors. I think we have another group of another 8 the next year that some of them are going to be fifth-year seniors as well. Our team's old and mature. We have guys in our team like 22, 23, 24, 25. We have a lot of older guys in the team.
With that age comes experience, but pressure to come up big and be a leader. With players such as Ryan Schwartz and Zach Stivers, there are some big roles to fill for these old guys. Goalie Ryan Schwartz told me what he attributes the great start to.
From last year, we had one of the best records in program history, and to continue that into this year, and I think it's really showed going forward.
Avery is convinced that having the experience is one of the keys to having a successful team and the main reason for this year's confidence.
I've coached a lot of teams in my years, and sometimes when you don't have that kind of confidence, there's a shakiness that goes through the team all the way through.
Valpo's road won't get any easier as they opened up Horizon League play last weekend, and according to Avery, there will be 4 nationally ranked teams in our conference alone this year. For the Shield Sports, I am Ben Hecky.
The Crusaders would split their first 2 league matches on homecoming weekend with a 2-1 overtime loss to Milwaukee and a 3-1 victory against Wright State on Sunday. Over 800 fans came out to support the Crusaders and Toko Friday. Shortly after Taj Week's ceremonial kickoff, Greg Rosenthal scored the first goal of the season against 2-time Horizon League Goalkeeper of the Year Ryan Schwartz in the 5th minute. That goal was the first one allowed by Valpo over their last 400-plus minutes of play. Despite the score in the first half, VU held most of the possession and dictated the tempo of the game, but could not break through, entering halftime down 1-0. In the 58th minute, Milwaukee goalkeeper Bryce Boyd picked up a yellow card in the box for taking down Stefan Antonievich. As a result, Valpo was rewarded a penalty kick. Zach Stivers had the honors and did not miss the opportunity to tie the match up at 1 goal apiece. Neither team would score again in regulation, sending the match into extra time. 30 seconds into overtime, Brendan Roth out-hustled a defender and beat the Panther goalkeeper, but he hit the post, and the match would continue. Milwaukee had the next chance when Ryan Whitehead hit the football crossbar above the Crusader net. In the 96th minute, Robbie Boyd scored to end the match. It was Boyd's first career goal on his first career shot to hand Valpo their first loss of the year. Valpo fell to 5-1-1 overall. The Crusaders would have a chance to redeem themselves on Sunday against a Wright State squad that VU had never beaten in 8 meetings. Valpo got on the board in the 8th minute when sophomore Jonathan Smith sent a free kick 55 yards in the air to the penalty box, where 6'6" Stefan Antonievich rose above the crowd to head the ball past the keeper for his 2nd goal of the year. Junior transfer Guy Shabtai gave Valparaiso a 2-0 lead on a free kick from 20 yards out that he bent beautifully into the upper 90. Valparaiso would get an insurance goal in the 62nd minute when Zach Stivers scored on his 2nd penalty kick of the weekend in their first Horizon League win of the year. The Crusaders have an even bigger weekend coming up as they will face the only 2 undefeated teams in the league at 2-0. On Friday, they will be at number 17 Butler. Then Sunday, they will head to Loyola to take on the Ramblers. The Valpo volleyball team is off to an even better start. The Crusaders are 13-2 and are 2-1 in Horizon League play after a pair of wins over the weekend. VU went to UIC for their first road match in Horizon League play this year. Crusaders have never lost to UIC during head coach Karen Avery's tenure, and it looked like there would be no first for the Flames on Friday after VU took the first 2 sets convincingly 25-18 and 25-15. The Crusaders jumped out to a 5-1 lead in the 5th, but UIC would respond with a 10-1 run. Valpo would come back to tie the match at 15 after Tara Diebler picked up her 11th kill of the match. The senior middle blocker would not stop there, as she would pick up 2 blocks on the next 2 points to end the match and give Valpo the win. For homecoming, Valpo stepped out of Horizon League play to take on IUPUI last Saturday in front of over 800 Crusader fans. Amy Grossbeck got Valpo off to a good start with 3 kills in the first 5 points to help the Crusaders take an 8-1 lead. Valpo would not look back after that, taking the first set 25-17. A couple of late errors by the Crusaders gave the Jaguars set point at 24-23, and Lindsay Weber's swing gave IUPUI set 2 to even the matchup at a set apiece. Tara Diebler picked up the kill out of the timeout to spark an 11-1 run to give Valpo the lead at 17-14. The Crusaders would finally take the set on an attack error from IUPUI. Valpo would dominate the 4th set, taking a 17-6 lead, and they would not look back as freshman Kelsey Victor ended the match with her only kill of the night. The Crusaders had 3 players in double digits, led by Katie Britton, who had 14. The Crusaders have a tough weekend coming up as they head to Wisconsin to take on the 3-0 Milwaukee Panthers, before going farther north to take on Green Bay on Saturday afternoon. In Crusader football, Valpo opened Pioneer Football League play against the Drake Bulldogs on homecoming Saturday last week. The Bulldogs jumped out to a 7-0 lead after freshman quarterback Eric Lemon fumbled on the Crusaders' first possession. On 2nd and goal from the 5, Bobby Wysocki punched it into the end zone to give Valpo a chance to tie, but Mike Pando missed the point after. With 21 seconds left, Valpo got a big 3rd down stop on their own 4-yard line to force Drake to settle for a chip shot field goal. However, Brett Herber was able to block the kick and keep Valpo within 1 score at the break. Valparaiso quickly relinquished the momentum when Eric Lemon threw an interception on the first play from scrimmage. Nose guard David Witkovitz took the pick into the end zone to give Drake a 21-6 lead. As the game headed into the 3rd quarter, it looked like Valpo was staring down their 4th consecutive blowout. The Crusaders would make a change at quarterback after the first possession of the 4th quarter by bringing opening day starter Nate Gergen into the game. Nate Gergen would complete a pair of 8-yard passes, the second of which was his first touchdown pass of the year to Sean McCarty, despite pass interference on the opposition. After a successful PAT, Drake's Lucas Mosier returned the kickoff 43 yards into Valpo's territory. With under 2 minutes remaining, the Crusaders faced another 4th down, this time with 5 yards to go. But Gergen's pass to Travis Anderson fell incomplete, and Valpo's comeback ended with a 21-19 loss. Crusaders are now 0-4 under first-year head coach Dale Carlson after a sloppy game at Brown Field for homecoming. Nate Gergen finished the game at 9 for 14 with 66 yards and a touchdown. Valpo's next game is on the road at Dayton, who was picked to win the PFL in the preseason coaches poll. The 3rd Crusader program to open league play last weekend was the women's soccer team, who was also off to a great pre-league start. After starting the year without a loss in their first 5 matches, the Crusader women's soccer team is winless in their last 4 with just 1 goal scored. Last Friday, Valpo went to Indiana State, who was 6-1 in their previous 7 matches at the time. The Sycamores jumped out to an early lead on a goal in the 2nd minute. Casey Peterson responded with her 2nd goal of the year on a penalty kick in the 15th minute. That would be all the scoring, however, as Crusader goalkeeper Kristen Mansky made 5 saves in the tie. The Crusaders opened Horizon League play 2 days later in Detroit. Valpo again gave up an early goal, this time in the 5th minute. The Crusaders went into halftime down just 1-0. Despite outshooting the Titans in the second half, it was Detroit who got an insurance goal with 16 minutes left to drop the Crusaders to 0-1 in the Horizon League and 4-3 overall. Next up for Valpo is a 4 p.m. match at Eastgate Field on Friday afternoon against Loyola. Then the Crusaders travel to Butler on Sunday. For the Shield Sports, I'm Keaton Glogly.